Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm the Jag.
I'm Pete.
And we are watching a classic. Tell him, Pete. Tell him why we're watching it.
And then first I also have to do a correction. I said Money in the Bank 2010 yesterday. It was Money in the Bank 2011.
2011.
But we're about to watch one of, I think, the greatest matches of the 2010s.
I'm just not saying anything because I don't know what to expect.
This is fantastic. So we're watching this on the WWE Network, guys. One of the things that I'm going to do for Jag, we're going to preface all this, so we're skipping to the part where it says Vince McMahon talks about CM Punk. So we're going to watch everything to put it all into perspective.
Okay.
But what we're leading up to this is as the pay-per-view begins, it shows CM Punk saying, hey, my contract's up at midnight. So they're at like the very end of his contract, but he's getting a title shot against John Cena. So we're kind of going, God, guys, what's going to happen? What if CM Punk wins and goes off the air, the champion?
All right, now hold on one second. Because a lot of people love to hate John Cena. Mm-hmm. And I've seen John Cena in some pretty awesome matches. Mm-hmm. I told you, the John Cena versus Cesaro on Monday Night Raw for the U.S. title was amazing. Mm-hmm. So I know John Cena can go. Oh, yeah. I know he can have great matches. I'm expecting this to be a great match on John Cena's part, as well as CM Punk. Am I right?
Oh, Big Match John shows up for this one.
Okay.
I got to see John wrestle at WrestleMania 26, and that was when I wasn't watching, but started becoming secularly re-aware of what was going on. Okay. And I will tell you that I was totally on board with Big Match John.
All right. Well, hey, I'm excited to see it. This is part of the Jags hiatus away from wrestling. I've always kind of kept an eye on it from a distance, so I knew CM Punk was a star. I heard about the pipe bomb promo, but I don't know this story, so this is going to be brand new for me. Mm-hmm. And the way you're talking about it, the way you're behaving, I'm a little nervous. I'm not sure what to expect.
We'll see. So we're at 1 hour, 2 minutes, 12 seconds, guys. Start there, and then we'll actually come back after. We'll come back, talk about what we saw, and then we'll set up for where we actually watch the match on the network, and then we'll watch probably the majority of it. And at some point we'll stop, just kind of get like, okay, pulse check. What do you think? Oh my God, is this great? Is this horrible? Where are we at? And we'll go from there.
Now make a comment down below of what you think of this match. Before we even watch it, just say, hey, Chris,
Jag.
Make a comment down below about what you think of this match. Just put, hey, Jag, this is one of my favorite matches of all time, or
this is a must-see, or oh my God, this
whatever.
Is
I hate this match, whatever. Let us know what you think about this match before we watch it, or before you watch it, just so I know what people are thinking, and then you can maybe let something after you hear our reaction at the rest of the match.
Sounds great. So, guys, we're going to watch the this promo package, and then we're going to come back, we'll tee up the show, and we'll go from there.
All right, WWE Network for the win. Let's go.
Let's go.
First of all, Vince is selling his ass off. I love seeing Vince this way. Old school Vince was such a master.
I mean, like there was the very low and slow and
deliberate.
Like he's actually letting the wall down. He's like, yeah, I really did get better. Yeah, I got shut up by CM Punk.
Swallowing, taking his time, like embarrassed to say what he has to say. Exactly. Man, that was a hell of a promo by Vince. Now I remember something, and I don't want to ruin it for myself or for the viewers at home, but I remember something about John Cena and CM Punk. At a later date, I believe, standing face-to-face in the ring, and each of them had some jewelry in their hands. I don't know if that's before this or after this. I'm not sure.
We'll look it up, and we'll get about it on the way back.
Okay, fair enough. I am excited to see what happens next because, well, I mean, that was a promo. Vince knows how to sell. He's been selling for 40, 50, 60 years, right? Vince is the man. But now I have an understanding of what the premise is.
So now all of a sudden we have some anticipation.
Yes, we do.
We have some reality.
We do.
There's some suspense.
Yes, there is.
So we're already starting to get off into the good direction of some really good storytelling.
I agree. And I see Mark Henry with long hair, so that's interesting. Now, that's a whole other topic. But this is great. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of faces we haven't seen in a while. So I don't know where we're going to go from here, but I'm excited to see what happens next.
Yeah, so if we're following along at home, guys, on the WWE Network, we're going to go ahead and slide down towards the end. It's going to be the last match. It's going to be John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. So
all right, here we go.
It's going to be 2 hours 3 minutes 13 seconds is what it'll click you to. So go ahead and, like Jag said earlier, in the comment that you started earlier, tell us kind of what you're thinking. What do you think of that Vince promo? And we're actually going to get to the main thing, and it looks like it's about 40-some minutes.
44 minutes.
So this is Big Match John.
This is going to be crazy. All right.
So about 30 minutes or so in, maybe I think that's probably a good time to come back and check in.
So we're going to watch it, we're going to enjoy it, and we'll let you know what we think in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.
Thanks, guys.
So we've been watching this match for like the last
40-some minutes now.
40-some odd minutes. I'll just tell him, Pete, this is like a throwback match because there's a lot of holds, a lot of ground wrestling, what do you call it, chain wrestling, you know? And then, of course, there's just a lot of really good selling. Right. I mean, CM Punk selling a leg injury, Cena selling ribs. I mean, it's really actually pretty good.
It's been back and forth the entire time.
Yeah, very, very, very much back and forth. And you would look at him and think Cena's got the upper hand. He's bigger, he's stronger. But CM Punk's holding his own. The crowd is most definitely 1,000% all for CM Punk. Every once in a while you get a "Let's Go Cena" chant, but they shut that crap down quick. I mean, there is no coming back for John Cena's crowd or John Cena's fans. I saw one guy wear the "You Can't See Me" hat, and I swear to God, he needs security because he's surrounded by a bunch of CM Punk people, and I don't know how he's going to leave the building. Now, at this point in the match, we've got, 4 minutes left. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left, and Mr. Vince McMahon just walked out to the ring.
With Johnny Laurinaitis.
We're at the 2 hour and 43 minute and 19 second mark. So if you're watching along, this is where we are right now. So put in the comments what you think to this point. A lot of good selling. We had a suicide dive. An amazing suicide dive.
A well-placed
suicide dive with solid impact. He hit him. He ran him into the freaking barricade. That was awesome. One thing I did comment to the Encyclopedia, this feels kind of old school. I mean, I realize it's older, but like the ring post, they don't have the light up ring post like the video ring post. The ring apron is not like, a screen. It's just a curtain. This feels like old school. This feels like really old school. And then the match itself feels old school. So that's kind of cool.
All right, so...
I mean, you mentioned you like the set. What do you got? I mean, I'm talking too much.
No, I love the set. It's for me, this is at the time when they still kind of did individual sets, that it wasn't the same set for Raw or SmackDown that was a pay-per-view.
All right.
And I think what we saw at Survivor Series hopefully is what it's going to go going forward, or at least that'll be the pay-per-view set.
Okay.
And you have the Raw set, that's like the big swoop.
The big slide,
and then you've got the SmackDown set with all the...
Yeah, like the 3 rings or...
Yeah,
I don't know,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's great. It looks good. Every set is different and distinct.
It's nice for them to have their own identity. Yeah.
Correct.
And Full Sail, of course, it's just Full Sail. So,
correct.
Yeah.
So, guys, 4 minutes left. We'll see you back in a second.
All right, let's see how this thing ends. That right there is great long-term storytelling. This is why Vince is and always will be the man.
The king.
The king. Because not only is he a master planner, not only does he have the best talent in the world, he himself is the talent. Dude, that made it so much better. That whole call in Albert Del Rio, come cash in. I didn't even think of that.
Cut the music.
Yes.
Send out Del Rio. Make him cash it in.
Beautiful.
Again, great storytelling. So, now that we've experienced this and you've enjoyed it, in reality, Punk ends up leaving the building. He ends up getting in a car. He goes home, and on social media, he shows that he has the WWE belt in the fridge. And of course, everybody believed that.
In a fridge?
So it was a thing that he created. So he went home. He threw the title in the fridge.
Wow!
And it was a whole thing. We'll have it here in the video, so you can see the tweet that he had. It was fantastic. Of course, actually, in reality, CM Punk had resigned before the match happened.
Oh, sure. Was it really an actual real contract negotiation? Is that what started it?
Leading up towards it, but it was mostly just over...
how can we best tell this story?
Exactly. That there was... Well, I was going to say, so we have story, anticipation, reality, suspense, and action.
Okay.
We had all 5 of those elements in there.
Yeah.
We hit every single one of those. And that's really what they did is they capitalized on this fear that he wasn't going to resign. It had already been negotiated. He signed at the beginning of the show.
Nice.
And that's what gave us that into the Paul Heyman era, cult of personality.
At the beginning of the show?
At the beginning of the pay-per-view, he had signed, he had re-signed with them.
Oh, okay.
But they're still going ahead with the story that, his contract ends at midnight.
So okay, hold on. Let me make sure I can tell the real from the story.
Yes.
Now, he hadn't signed a contract up until the day of the pay-per-view?
Getting very close. Getting...
So they came to terms.
Yeah, they did come to terms with it, but they were in kayfabe telling it that, in reality, he's going to leave without the champion. And
so what if he didn't sign? Then he was obviously going to lose.
I would assume so.
Yeah, interesting. All right.
I guess, an alternate world, wherever this happens, guys let us know how that ended.
So here's the thing. Quick question. Now, I saw a clip before where John Cena is the champion, and then all of a sudden CM Punk comes back and they have a stare down in the ring, and they both have belts, and they're talking about who's the real champion. I'm guessing CM Punk disappears for a while, then he comes back. John Cena is the champion since he had left, and it's in a fridge, whatever. Maybe he won a vacant, I don't know. Is that what happens, basically? He comes back and they have another feud?
So after this, there's some stuff with Del Rio, but it kind of moves on to, like, Paul Heyman becomes his advocate for him.
Right.
You get the Cult of Personality intro, and that was all part of this championship run that he has.
Okay, all right.
So this is going to lead to an amazing run as CM Punk.
All right. Well, hey, it was a great freaking setup, and I mean, life imitates art. art comes out better for it. I mean, that was really entertaining.
Yeah, great match.
This was during my hiatus, like I said earlier. I didn't see this when it happened, but this is awesome.
Yeah, after I got the WWE Network, this is some of the first stuff that I watched.
So let me ask this, and I hate to be this guy.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, can you please humor me for a moment?
I absolutely will.
This versus a little bit of the bubbly. Like, this is storytelling.
Yeah,
that is crap.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, hate me AEW fans. All they're doing is taking a very charismatic former WWE champion and saying, go be funny. And he's being funny, and it's putting some butts in seats, because there's a lot of empty seats as well, and everybody's acting like it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm about to do a Jags Jab video where I'm talking trash on AEW, because I kind of have to. But really, this is like a Thanksgiving meal. Of course, Thanksgiving was yesterday. Today is Black Friday. This was like a long, well thought out, prepared. We baked it. It came out. It was ready, and everybody was ready to eat. That crap, I don't know what they're doing from week to week. This week you're wrestling Scorpio. Next week you're wrestling Hangman Page. And then this guy. Like, none of it makes any sense. Am I wrong in that?
No, I think they're still trying to figure it out for themselves as well. But it's just, yeah, the growing pains are much more apparent than they usually are.
So maybe I should change the target of my ire from AEW itself to the AEW fan. Because AEW marks, I hate the word mark, I'm going to take that back. AEW fans are saying, this is the greatest thing in the world. Look how creative and innovative it is. And it's not. It's him saying, I got a ticket, t-shirt. A little bit of the bubbly, t-shirt.
And,
you know
and they're selling it, and they're selling champagne now with that.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah, limited edition.
And now what fantastic...
A little bit of bubbly.com.
Oh, gosh. And now his dad comes out. This isn't storytelling. This is just kitschy, gimmicky.
His dad was a famous goon.
I get that. But now, like, hey, what are we going to do this week? Oh, I don't know. Let's bring your dad out and talk trash and get cheap heat about hockey. Okay. Like,
in Chicago.
Where's the long-term plan, AEW? AEW fans, what is so creative and interesting about this? I'm getting off topic. Tune in for Jags Jabs. Well, you'll have already seen it by the time you see this. But damn, people, like seriously, look for Black Friday video number 2. That's what you need to look for right now. Jags Jabs, Black Friday video number 2. I'll put a link right here. The Jag is going to talk a little more trash because this felt like something that really just satisfied me. Sure. We watched the one of the greatest triple threat matches of all time, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels. Fantastic. I didn't know the build. I didn't know the lead up of the match itself. Fantastic. This one had a great build. The match itself was great. AEW, I've yet to see a match that I thought that was freaking amazing.
Like, yeah, I gotta be like, well, you gotta see this.
No.
Yeah. For me, it kind of went downhill when Pac couldn't get into the States for Double or Nothing, and I think it just kind of fell downhill from there for me.
Well, you remember what was the not All or Not? What was it Double?
Double. We had All In and Double or Nothing.
Okay, so All In. Which one was first?
All In was first, and then Double or Nothing, and then All Out in Chicago.
All Out. All Out was when they buried Pac, right?
Yeah.
Because that was for the championship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he goes around and tells everybody, you're never going to get a shot at this, and yada, yada, yada. Like, I don't understand. I love Jericho. Don't get me wrong. But to put him on this pedestal is just killing me. I don't know. But we'll talk about that more in the Black Friday video. You guys, if you watched this and you stayed all the way to the end, number one, you're awesome. Thank you. Number 2, this is a fantastic match. You can't go wrong with any of the matches that we watched today. And you can know which ones we watched because we're wearing the same freaking clothes. We watched 4 matches today. We have 4 videos today. You're probably on day number 4. And this was an awesome little time on Black Friday hanging out with the Encyclopedia and our co-star who's over in the kennel right now. So I don't know, man. You're 4 for 4 today with a bonus point because you got the Joey Janela point. This is great. Tell the people where to find us for the next video.
So you can follow us on social media at MakeMeAFan316 on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah. And what should they do down below?
Well, there's a subscribe button, and if you haven't, go ahead and use that bionic elbow on there, and then ring the bell right down here. This is the bell. It's ringing, and then you'll get notifications when new videos come out, and we greatly appreciate it.
And please comment what you thought about this feud,
join the conversation.
This lead up. Join the conversation. Let us know if you disagree. Hashtag prove the Jag wrong. You can also prove the Encyclopedia wrong. It's just a hell of a lot longer to type. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.